Hey, it's James, the official mayor of Cowboy Country. So glad you are here. You're probably wondering, where are the bobbleheads? Well, they're over there. And I'm going to take them with me to work until I get moved. That way, because I got to slowly start taking stuff out of here. I got to be out of here by the end of the month. This is my last month here. Thank God. Two things. Number one, for the next couple days, I'm going to be kind of off the grid. Unless something happens, which probably won't, related to the Pac-12. I'm assuming that we'll finally find out what the actual deal is on July 21st, when the Pac-12 media days are. Initially, when I heard about all this, I'm thinking, oh, great, the Big 12 can get 4 more teams. But the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, I don't want the Pac-12 to dissolve. I don't. You know, I would love to see SMU be able to go to the Pac-12 and finally be in a Big 5 conference and finally essentially be fully recovered from all that nastiness that happened when they got the death penalty in the 80s. I think they're finally fully recovered. But then again, I'd love to see the Big 12 pick up SMU and Memphis, or SMU and USF. But we'll see what happens. I mean, there's a lot of things that are still up in the air that we don't know about. But I did promise you a video a couple days ago. I said I would do a video, and I've got some pictures. I'm going to put them right here about Penn State. Penn State's legit. I mean, they want to improve Beaver Stadium. Now, I don't know if they're going to be able to raise the money to do it. Here's another picture. But to me, it's almost like they're trying. I mean, on the one hand, yes, they need to improve their restrooms and stuff, and that's the kind of stuff that I care about because I care about fan experience. To me, you got to have good concessions, you got to have good parking, and you got to have good places to sit. But you also have to have a good place to go to the bathroom. I mean, when Boone Pickens Stadium was, Rust-Oleum Central, you had to pee in a freaking horse trough practically. Obviously, thank you, Mr. Pickens. It's much better now. And I think I got one more picture. But the design looks kind of like, it looks like Michigan Stadium. I don't know. I guess imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. I'm not sure. It looks good. I mean, the more brick and mortar there, the better. I mean, I'm a big fan of brick stadiums. Of course, I also like the limestone of Kansas State. So, and what TCU has. I mean, Nebraska does an amazing job mixing concrete and brick. So, and of course, I've seen Florida State. That's, like a castle. So, if they can improve their stadium and make the experience better for the fans, that's great. I would just hope that, if you're going to have a stadium of 100,000, at least put a big parking garage near your stadium, kind of like what Texas Tech has. I mean, they did a fantastic job with that parking garage. So if Penn State's going to do something like what's in these pictures, well, then they need to also do a parking garage so that people have a place to park. I can say at least down at A&M, they've got some parking garages. Texas, as much as I give the Longhorns a hard time, they've got some parking garages. When I went to a game at Texas, I actually parked across the street over at the parking garage by their baseball stadium, and then walked across the highway, walked across the bridge above the highway to get to the stadium. So if this can improve the fan experience for the people at Penn State, then good. Of course, I've never really been a Penn State fan per se, and I wasn't going to talk about this, but now that I'm thinking about it, Penn State, USC, teams like that, there's one thing that I can't stand. It's the fact that the players don't have their names on the back of the jerseys. And you're probably like, well, it's not about the, it's not about the individual name on the back. It's like, the reason you have the names on the back of the jerseys is so the fans don't have to be digging through their program every 5 seconds to see who made a play. There's some fans out there that only get to go to 1 or 2 games a year, and they don't know all the new players. So I'm just saying to teams like USC and Penn State, put the names on the jerseys. It's not about the players' glorification. It's about the fans, so they know who's playing. So, just saying. Rant over. Anyway, I love you guys. I do. But I need to get caught up with schoolwork. Unfortunately, with my summer classes, they actually overlapped, and I didn't know that. So I've got work from one class that's due, and I've got work from another class that's also due. So I'm going to be up late tonight. So if you're the praying type, pray for me. So if you are new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe. I can say that I am going to South Carolina later this month for work-related things, and I am going to sneak off and go do some videos also. Definitely South Carolina, because I'm going to be in Columbia, but I'm hoping that Saturday to go up to do Georgia and Clemson as well. I've never seen Clemson Stadium. I've never seen Georgia Stadium. I think those would be 2 amazing videos. By the way, I also need to call my aunt because I want to stay with them at Saturday night to Sunday. I actually did a video of Charlotte's Stadium and then deleted it by mistake. So if I can get that one done again too, that would be great. So until next time, which I don't know when that's going to be, it'll probably be later this week, probably like Thursday or Friday. Thank you for watching, and as always, go Pokes.